a member of the BJP, in Karnataka, who's joining us, Mr. Mohan Vishwa. Care to respond to what Dr. Kumaran has just said?
See, madam, instead of making politics out of it, let's solve the problem. Okay, like one of the senior gentlemen said, we have witnessed more than 350 millimeters of rain in the month of only August, only in Bangalore. Okay, let me tell you, for the entire year, Karnataka used to get some 900 plus millimeters of water. So that's the kind of situation we are facing from past 4 to 5 months. Or it's not only in Bangalore, you take entire Karnataka. Today, come on, Polar, we have some dams and some lakes which was never filled for decades together. And we have Vanivila Sagar Dam, which was not filled for 88 years. So that dam has been filled. So rather than looking, I do agree, yes, there are some issues, there are some delays in construction that might be due to, the bad weather or BBMP election that is in the court from past 2 years. There are, on par with the government, we have to look into the legal issues also, the legal matters also. The BBMP election is purely a legal matter. Since the city is growing, obviously the number of what should be increased from 198 to 243. So that's why the issue is in the court. Suppose that there is a reservation issue
Mr.
also.
Vishwa, since you are blaming it only on climate change, let me actually give you a data. All right, 100 millimeter of rains flooded the city. In fact, they were double, even triple amount. If it had been the case in Chennai, for example, this would not have happened. The fact that life has been thrown out of gear with just 100 mm of rainfall in Bengaluru also speaks volumes. So climate change cannot be the only reason for this, what is happening in Bengaluru.
I never said climate change is the only reason. I said that, yes, there was some delays. Okay. I will tell you one more practical problem. I was just having a chat with one of the BBMP engineers. The issue with continuation of this, the tar or the white topping is from past 8 to 9 months, the average temperature of Bangalore have not crossed 23. Okay, this is causing delay in starting some projects or continuity of some projects. So rain also keeps on coming, our engineers are also working. It's not that we are not doing anything. If at all, if there is no governance, why CM himself is doing a city rounds in Bangalore. And today he went to Malavalli, which is around 100 kilometers from Bangalore, from where the water supply to Bangalore is going to take place. Even that place is flooded. Okay. So there are some infrastructural delays. I do agree. But the major cause here is what we are facing is the rainfall which Bangalore have never witnessed in the past, or rather Karnataka, I can say, that is creating issues. Yes, obviously being in the ruling party, we are working on it, and each MLAs are there on their constituencies and their wards, and the in-charge district minister, they are also there in the district. It's not that we are not doing anything. We are definitely doing everything for the city of Bangalore, and we will keep our promise.
Okay. All right, Sandeep, would you care to respond to this? The fact that the Chief Minister of the state, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, claimed that he is going to be meeting with members of the IT, hub and people from the IT background to actually see what can be done about the water logging situation and also compensate them. Do you think things like this is enough? Coming in from the Chief Minister of a state where the main city, Bengaluru, is inundated, and this is like a recurring story that plays out every year?
Yeah, see, the expectation that the state government should do something in the city itself is a misplaced expectation. See, it's almost 30 years since the 74th Amendment has been passed. The 74th Amendment establishes city government. A city government has to take charge of the city. It has to lead it. It has to have a vision. This is completely missing. This is why we are having all of these problems. Obviously, it's not the present government alone which is the cause for this problem. It's several decades in the making.
Yes.
But I'll explain to you why. With a simple example, why the state government will not really care for the city. See, in July 13th, 2022, this is just about 1.5 to 2 months back, News18 Kannada, there was an interview in which I was a panel member. The Met Department had issued a weather warning that in September you're going to have above normal rains. This good 1.5 to 2 months before, you got advance warning that in September there is going to be extremely heavy rains. On that interview, I had said, if the government doesn't clear Rajakaluways, if it doesn't remove encroachments, and if it doesn't restore lakes, Bangalore will be inundated. It will be flooded. You can find it on your News18 Kannada YouTube. You'll find that interview.
Absolutely.
For 1.5 to 2 months, why hasn't the government responded? It is a disaster warning.
Mr.
government
Mohan
does.
Vishwa, that's a very important point that is being made over here. The fact that it's a disaster warning. I'll quote the gentleman over here. The reason is also that it's not just politics. It's also the corruption that's become very, very rampant, and every now and then it has been brought to fore by not just our channel, but it's pretty much evident. What would you say about the kickbacks, the corruption that has been, doing the rounds, and because of which Bengaluru is just, gone down to the situation that we see now?
That is the cycle. Because, oh, sorry, you're asking someone else.
Yeah. Let Mr. Mohan Vishwa respond to it.
Sure.
It's totally baseless. Whoever is making corruption allegations, at least let them have some sort of basic evidence, okay? Forget about the evidence which they want to give to a police officer or for a judicial inquiry. Let them have some sort of basic evidence. If I come tomorrow and allege something against your TV or someone else,
Mr.
I
Mohan
should have
Vishwa,
some sort of basic
I'll
evidence.
give you
right?
one. In November last year, the Karnataka State Contractors Association, they had written to the Prime Minister, and I have the data over here, alleging that the Basavaraj Bommai-led BJP government was demanding as much as 40% in kickbacks. That's a letter that's been written to your Prime Minister.
I can create such kind of letter within 5 minutes.
It's a letter written to the Prime Minister of the country, sir.
5 minutes for your kind information. Now, let me finish. You take anything for that matter. Even Bitcoin also, they said what? They made huge hue and cry. The numbers were going to the crores. Okay, they never had a basic information. Here also, the Contractor Association president, he should come out with some sort of evidence, right? So this is the second time he is doing. Okay, so just for the sake of his political publicity or opposition's using him as a weapon to throw some sort of stone against the ruling party. So there should be some sort of evidence, right? Coming out and alleging against somebody 40% commission.
Right. Let's take this to people. Let's take this to people, sir. We have more callers who are joining us on the broadcast. Mahesh Babu joins us from Bengaluru. Yes, Mahesh, please go ahead.
Hi. See, I'm listening to all the discussion. This is not just the incessant rains or unexpected rains this year. This is happening for the last many years. All this is because of the downtrodden and people who are not listening to the necessity of the cities. They are only bothered about extending the tender, making money. Everybody is only doing a shabby job. That is the main problem in Bangalore. It is not just the rains. Yes, I understand this year rains are higher. But only the rain has not caused the damage. The infrastructure, preparation, whatever the designs we had, that is the major problem which we are not able to set right. I request every panel guys to talk back to the government, set right with the designs and make better roads. That is what we need at the moment, madam.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So civic apathy is the problem. Flooding only is a symptom to that very problem. Murli is also joining us from Bengaluru. Yes, Murli.
Hello. Thanks, first of all, to give me an opportunity to talk here. I do understand that we have panels from different zones or space talking, and, they're really safeguarding or putting a barricade, only talking about themselves. Somebody's coming and talking about agenda of politics, and, they're putting a barricade. If that person can answer me basic questions, what are the basic boards are doing? Nothing is doing. Yes, there was somebody talking about, their MLAs are working. Yes, they are working towards their pockets. I don't see anything has been done towards this area. I am a native of Bangalore. Okay, I am a Bangalorean. I have seen any development in the past 30 years at least.
Okay.
It is going to dogs, and now when I'm talking to you, it's actually pouring like cats and dogs here. And it is more than a feet or two, and I see no one. And today also your cops who are talking about saving the politics side. Just for him, FYI, your police are there on road just for collection of money. They're not even helping the people who are walking through. And somebody is talking about the parking. One of the callers spoke about, he told that, we are equally responsible about, the parking. We being a citizen, we need to ensure that, we park in a place. I'm asking that person as well, if the local bodies work appropriately, do you really think somebody is going to park in the main road? No. We do not have the governance, basic governance where, people have to work. Your MLAs are not working. Your corporators are not working. I do understand CM is actually walking through many places. I think somebody, Manoj, I think, right? He was talking about BJP. See, I'm not here to demotivate or motivate any political party. I'm just putting my point of view. CM is walking through streets and walking in water for what? For tomorrow's election. Is he walking for tomorrow's election? He just want to